Well, we had a little action. He tried to mount her, and he had nothing to do with him. And it was game on. You should have seen them going. So today I was gonna start planting my some of my peppers and some of my tomatoes. And I'm out here looking at my strawberries. I grabbed one last night that big, if not bigger. Beautiful. These are the plants I put it in the ground this year so far. Look, got one more there. We have two here. Looking good. And these are the ones I planted last year. And they're looking good. We've got light white flowers all over. Strawberries all inside. You got two. Oh, can't see them planting away. You got two right there. They're everywhere. Down here, things are looking good. Looks like Tony needs just to do a little bit of weeding right here. Get that out of there. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Because I got some tomato plants. I already showed you that one, I think. Anyway, all right, here we go. We've got, there's going to be Romas. There will be, I believe, two cherry plants. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think these are cherry. And then, of course, we've got the, I had to buy, what is this one here? Okay, this is a orange or yellow pepper. I have got some jalapeno peppers here because I did not plant a jalapeno. These others are a orange and yellow bell pepper, what we've got here. And we've got like 3 or 4 plants down here. We're going to go ahead and yank out those when we get ready to plant them. The next goal is going to be, we're going to go ahead and take off these lower branches. Okay, if it's this one right here, let's just say, what's going to happen is, I'm going to take these 2 lower branches right off. And I'll probably bring the dirt up to here. If you guys ever really know, you see all that fur that's on here? All this fur is actually root system. So you can plant your tomatoes this deep if you want. I mean, you're talking the root system all the way through. And I bet you this has got roots all the way to the bottom. All right, guys, let me show you when I do these tomatoes. Like I said before, don't tear them off because you're going to ruin them. I like to cut up and out. Same with this. You can actually put your finger on there and just cut it. We're good. And what we're going to do is we're going to plant basically about right here, straight on down the roots. See, look at the roots trying to come out right here. And you see how they're trying to come up and out? All the way up here. It's time to get these babies in the ground. Let's get another one done. We'll do the same thing right here with these. Just get it out of there. I don't know if you can see it, but we've got roots coming up right here also. They're coming out. Time to move them. And I don't know if you guys know, but believe it or not, you can literally take this plant we're going to trim up. You can lay this down in your soil this way, and then the tree will start to turn and grow north, straight up. First thing I got to do is I'm going to take every one of the cages off the T-post. So we've got 8 tomato plants here, and then I'm going to clean out the hole that's in the ground, get all that stuff that's out of there. All right, and then I've got 2 new bags of cow manure. They're going to pour in here and just rejuvenate that holding spot for where we're going to put the plant. Alrighty, guys, you can see I've got all these holes dug down about a foot. Basically about 2.5 to 3 shovelfuls of dirt I got out. I'm going to go get some cow manure, and I'm going to start dumping them in these holes. All right, let's dig our hole, guys. We're going deep. Probably close to the bottom where we were at the beginning. Get that down in there. All right, close enough. With my knees, I can't kneel. Here we go. I'll pull that out. Look at the root system. Looks great. Remember I told you we're going to bury it? It's going down. It'll end up about right here. So let's go ahead and push all the soil back in. All right, we got them all in. Every one of them's done. Now I'm going to water these in. And I want to show you something. Maybe this one, the other one will be better. But you see how quick this water is going to go into the ground. All right, I'm going to kind of stop. I'm going to move over here to this other one. See how the water is disappearing? What you do not want in any one of your gardens for water to stay flooded in there. You want that water to drain down. If that water is sticking, flooding like that right there, and it stays there, then you need to add, my guess, you really need to have your soil tested, but my guess, you're going to need to add some peat moss to it or some kind of good compost. You want your water always to just go on through without a problem. All my beds, all of them will drain perfectly. Look at that. There you go. Remember, water travels the easiest route, less restrictive way. And you want this water to get right on down to the root system. All right, guys, I'm going to go finish this up. I'm going to get these cages back around it again. We're going to keep watering this in a little bit. I'll bring it back when I'm done. All right. I got all my cages around. I'm still watering. I gave it a break, let that water soak in. You seen that soil was dry when I put it in there. We are expecting rain tomorrow, I think all day. But this was a shock to the plant, and I did want to get some water to it. That's what I'm doing. Now, a minute ago, you seen me shovel what soil I had out of here. I actually I decided to keep those two red totes right there. That way, if I ever need good soil for this garden, run on over and get some of that soil right there. I'm just going to leave it there. All right, let me finish this up. Get this done. And we're going to call this complete. I have peppers to put in, and I have a bunch of those tomato plants still left over. But those are going to my neighbors, my friends. Friends that help me out. We change out stuff. Barter, you would say. My part was to provide some plants. And that's what we're going to do. All right, guys. Y'all take it easy. Have a great day. Help somebody in need if you can. Be safe. Look at that. Looks good. Get your gardens going. All righty. Grow some food.